damn it, Jim.
He loves them good, he loves them true, teaching folks a thing or two. He'll tell you why your pupils glow, how the light comes in and steals the show. Renters dancing, rods and cones, science sung in baritone. Oh, Mr. Corndog's eyes so wide.
Yeah, it's pretty glared out, huh? Let me try something. Not quite there. It's still pretty glared out, huh? Let me try one more thing. There we go. That's much better. Now we can get started.
Watching the TV just to waste some time. Got no patience. I just wanna know what's taking so long for you.
Let's start with what a cataract even is. Cataract is when the lens inside your eye begins to opacify. As you can see here, there are lots of different types of cataracts, and each one will progress at a different rate. It used to be that cataracts were only removed when they were considered mature or dense enough. But anymore, thanks to the growing popularity of clear lens replacement, meaning that they take and replace your lens before it becomes cataract, as a form of refractive surgery, they now take them when they are visually significant, meaning that they're starting to interfere with your daily life, as opposed to waiting until they're completely debilitating. If you look at that top third image, the one that's mostly blue and black, you'll see that that curve there on the left, that's your cornea. And then the lens is kind of outlined right there. That's actually a zonual cataract, where it's opacified around the edges. And when you have LASIK surgery, they only shape the portion on the left. And that has a time limit because the lens inside your eye is going to opacify and you're going to have the right side removed. So you can see how the older you get, the less time you have with LASIK. So it'll fix it for a little bit, but ultimately you're going to have it removed. And they replace it with that thing called an IOL down there. It's in that second image on the bottom towards the right. Looks like a hurricane symbol. That is what an intraocular lens implant looks like for the most part. There's some variances, but that's the basic idea of what it looks like. And that is an IOL, which we will cover in another video. The word cataract. Ready for some trivia? Where does the word cataract come from? Well, believe it or not, it's a Greek word. It comes from the word cataracta. It was later adopted into Latin, and it means waterfall. It also means portcullis in Latin. But how in the world did they come up with waterfall for the opacification inside your eye? My theory, and I feel like I'm reaching here, is that the water is crisp and clear before it goes over into a waterfall, and then during the falling part, it seems white and opaque, and then it becomes clear again. I mean, technically the lens in your eye is clear, and then it becomes kind of white, mostly yellow, sometimes brown. And then once it's removed, it's clear again. I don't know, that's all I got. It's not much. I feel like I'm reaching. Here are a few symptoms that you might be experiencing if you're starting to have cataracts form inside your eyes. Very similar to this headlight that's been damaged over time and by UV rays. The lens inside our eye also gets damaged over time and by UV rays. There are other things that can factor in as well, such as trauma, injury, or surgery, or medications, such as steroids. And for $19.95, if you get this polish, you can buff out your clouded lens and make it clear. Yeah, except for not the one inside your eye. So don't fall for the gimmicks that say if you take this supplement, this oral drop or this magic bullet that you're going to get rid of your cataracts or prevent them, because that's not going to happen. The lens inside your eye, once it opacifies, there's no way to clear it back up. Just like there's no way to reverse aging as much as we are trying to. Just not something that can happen. Surgery is the only way that you are going to be able to achieve clarity. But know that it is the oldest and most common surgery that's out there. And I will have that in the next video. So hang in there. Remember to hit like and subscribe, and I will go over surgery and lens options in the next one. You may find that sun and glare and oncoming headlights are a real nuisance when you're trying to drive, because they just wash everything out, much like when we started the video. Have you perhaps noticed anything like this, where there's glare or halos or streaks around lights? It may even seem like you feel like you're always having to clean your glasses, like they're always dirty and they never seem to get clean enough, or that the coating just isn't working and they're all scratched up. Hobbies are difficult, like tying flies or any sort of needlework that you might do. Threading a needle can be, well, it can cause some anxiety, honestly. Things may be very yellowed out, but this may be harder to detect. But just a word of advice, if you're experiencing any of the symptoms, don't go redecorating or buying new furniture, getting new carpet, or painting anything like your bathroom, because the color that you use might be a bit brighter than you think it is. Wait till after surgery. After the lens has been replaced, though, you'll find that blues are much brighter. All colors really are much brighter. Here's a little test for you. Are you able to tell what's in this image? Or what's in this one? Cataracts can happen at any age. They can be congenital, which means you can be born with them. The youngest patient I ever had with adult onset cataracts was a 35-year-old male who had moved up from California, who was an avid surfer. So not only did he have a lot of sun exposure from the sun and the sky, but there was also all of the glare off the water. So he got twice the sun exposure. It used to be we thought of cataracts as something that happened to old people, but that's not the case. They can happen at any age. They can be brought on from trauma, underlying medical conditions, medications that you might be taking, such as steroids. They can happen from high exposure to sun, like being out on the water, or even when you participate in snow sports. So they're not just something that happens to old people. Give you 3 guesses as to what's going on here. Write your answer down below. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you can be notified when the next video comes up and find out if you were right. You don't just listen to radio writers. You feel the ride 24/7. So what are you waiting for? Get over to Google Play Store now. Subscribe to Feed the Eyeballs. Share to get the eyeballs seen. Like so the eyeballs know you care. And get notified to know what's next. Have a question? Want to see a topic get covered? Let us know in the comments or send us an email with Corndog Blind in the subject line. See you in the next video.
And while you're still here, give me a like. And please don't forget to subscribe.